So when are you gonna realize, after you get the muscles, after you start crushing wild puss, after you start counting up the money, after you end up in the fucking sky, you end up in the condos, the fly pads, you shake hands with everybody that you admire, you get the game, you brush shoulders with the realest of the real. After all of the things that you get, right? All of those things were things that you got, right? After all of these things, what else is there? You can eat all the food, all the finest foods in the world. You could have the finest, or some of y'all still drinking and smoking, finest bud, finest whatever. All of that shit is all about what you could get, right? And once you recognize that the true satisfaction is not in what anything that you can consume, anything that you can get, you then start to realize, once you get to the higher levels, that it's never the consumption or the acquisition of a thing which truly satisfies the soul, when in fact it is always the being, it is always the becoming, it is always the productive nature of the self that is the most fulfilling and satisfying part about anything. Listen, it's never about the look, it's always about what it took. I need you to fully comprehend that, because most people will love to call this superficial. Most people would love to try to convince everybody else that being poor is the fucking wave. But it don't take much to be poor. In fact, it takes just consistently staying less, doing less, and being less. Now, if you want to have muscles, it takes more to be more. So it's never about the look, it's about what it took. The look is just an effect and a representation of the steps that it took to become what you see. My mentor says it all the time. The person who takes pride in the steps that it takes to become is the individual who cannot be stopped. It's because this individual takes pride in what it takes to be great, and not simply sits and appreciates being great on a superficial outlook. See, to have money, to have a spot in the sky, to motherfucking be that motherfucker, it takes a lot. And that's why universally it's respected. It's universally respected when you have the fly shit, when you got the fly whip, when you got the muscles, when you got the money, when you win this, because not everybody has this. And why does not everybody have this? Because everybody is not doing what it takes. So again, I'm bringing it back to what I just said. It's never about the look. It's always about what it took. Most people are going to just always try to say, oh, you're superficial. Oh, that's not spirit. Shut up. You're just lazy. You're irresponsible. You don't want to be responsible. So you come up with every other rationalization and excuse to be less, do less, don't do more, don't be more, and simply just be a selfish coward who sits on the sidelines of life expecting a handout. Whatever you want, your world is yours. Some of us have truly awakened to the value of life, and then truly awaken to the value of our lives, and then truly awaken that the work is the only thing that works. So if you want to feel valuable, you must do valuable things. You must commit valuable acts of service unto oneself, which is protecting one's health, building one's mindset, building one's wealth, right? And the only way to do these things is to give of oneself devotedly to specific tasks that all these lazy bastards are not out here willing to do. And we can see it easily on them, because if we reverse the question and ask the question, all right, so if it's not about the look, blah, 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 then what does it take to be a fat, sloppy bitch in this world, right? It takes simply stopping being great and prosperous and starting to do less, aka doing nothing. What does it take to be broke? You sit down and you do nothing. You spend money and do nothing after that, right? Lazy, selfish, bum, broke, right? So what does it take to be a drug addict? All you gotta do is be emotionally weak and consistently seek strength outside of yourself, right? Why your world is yours? It's really like that, right? So now we get to that pinnacle of understanding that those who try to frame prosperity, greatness, universal attractiveness as something superficial, having muscles, having money, having freaking sex appeal, all of these things, having beautiful things in life, beautiful places, spaces, and people. Listen, around you, these are the individuals who you now have to see as marks. Like, these people are walking licks. These people are like just basically zombies who are trying to convince you that being poor is a good option or being poor is the better decision. Whatever you why your world is yours. We're not going for the bullshit. It's never about the look, right? So I'm gonna always teach y'all, it's never about the look, right? But the look is a representation of what it took. And once you understand that basic correspondent law between cause and effect, it's the cause and what you had to do to cause the visible effect, whether that be having fucking fly whips, fly crib, you feel me, fly body, muscle, mindset, having the education to study, right? It's about what it took in devotion to the things that these lazy motherfuckers won't do, and it's not about the look. So it's about what it took, and it's not about the look. And once you understand that, you have to attach your esteem to what it took. Then every time you get to a new level, you bask in the reminiscence of what it took to get there, and not simply the actual crib itself. Sometimes I'll be up here, bro. I'll be like, yo, bro, this shit just another toilet, another 4 walls with a roof. You feel me? Whatever, bro. But and I try to tell myself it doesn't mean much, when what I mean is intrinsically it doesn't mean much, right? Like, it's just another crib, 4 walls, blah, blah, blah. But the steps that it took to get here, I'm telling you, those days in the park, those days where people didn't believe in me, those days where I almost wanted to not be in alignment, those days by myself in the cold, in the wet, in the dark, putting out the love in my heart and just letting that love in my heart shine through for y'all every day is what got me here, is what made that individual, what advanced that individual, what made that individual advance and prosper to become what you see right now, right? So I always sit back in this spot and I'm like, yeah, it's not that, but it is, because it's about what it took to get here, motherfucker. There's a reason why I got these muscles. There's a reason why my mind is more brolic than ever. There's a reason why my pockets is more aligned than ever. There's a reason that I'm in the sky, nigga. You feel me? Whatever you why your world is yours. I want y'all to fucking win. I'm not gonna stop winning, right? I found it. I found the solution. I am in alignment. It's not going to stop. Evolution is the only solution, unless you ain't know. You feel me? And I know how to evolve very well and very rapidly, and that's just what the fuck it is. If you want to learn how to live your life to the best capabilities possible, tap in, hop in on the coaching program. I will give you the blueprint. This is not about no fucking dummy muscle head bullshit, nor is this about some crystal praying to, holding a sage stick, humna bullshit. This is real life. And I want you to be aligned and prosperous in all areas. We're no longer accepting mental poverty, physical poverty, financial poverty, spiritual poverty, no poor conditions whatsoever. Everything prosperity. Prosperity in all areas, in all realms, in all domains, in all fucking straight up swag. You feel me? Whatever you want, your world is yours. One life to live. Are you going to be a legend or a loser? That's the question. Evolution, only solution. Self-mastery, only success. It's not about the look. But the look is important because it only reflects what it took. It's not about the look. It's about what it took, motherfucker. And once you realize this, that's all we ever, satisfaction, then we just do more and more shit because it just proves to us who we are and also proves to us who we not, right? We ain't no bitches.